Hi! I don't know what the fuck we're doing yet. This was Jay's idea. Jay, do an intro thing.
No.
Okay, well, this is kind of a podcast, but it's gonna be a gay podcast. Probably.
Because it has you in it.
Fuck you. Also cursing. You heard those curse words come out of my vocal mouth.
His, sound-producing orifice.
Yeah, my sound-producing orifice. But, yeah.
What'd you say we were gonna name this again?
Two idiots contemplate. You came up with the contemplate part, I came up with the idiots, because that's what I am.
Well, anyway, I actually have quite an interesting topic to start off with. We were just discussing this earlier. You were talking about on the game why it automatically chose Welsh for you, right?
Yes, okay, so we opened up OBS, and I was downloading it, okay? And it immediately says, would you like to hear it in Welsh? And I was just like, what the fuck? Because I don't speak Welsh, obviously. I speak English, so I need...
actually, you speak Puerto Rican, thank you. This is not English.
But yeah, it opens up and it asks, do you want to speak Welsh? And I was really fucking confused.
Yeah, so then you asked what country spoke that.
What kind of country speaks Welsh?
And you said that you weren't Asian, so I decided to actually look it up.
I said I'm not Asian.
A country that, for some reason, everyone...
So I said Welshland, is what I said.
Okay, everybody remembers this country, but nobody thinks about it.
Wales, right?
Wales.
Yeah,
it's spoken by people in Wales.
I was like, what? I thought
which is just
English, right?
It's south. It's
Wait, is it like how in Canada they speak French in some parts?
I don't know, but Wales is like in a country southwest of Great Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was part of England. It's part of England, right?
It's only spoken in Wales, and no, it's not.
Sorry if you
hear
if you hear my clicking on my keyboard and stuff like that. That's because you can't see it, but we're playing Roblox right now.
You don't have to tell them that.
I'm telling them that, Jay.
Yeah, we're just playing random games.
Yeah, we're just playing a random game and just fucking...
May get some footage out of it eventually.
Maybe one day, but for right now, this is just audio. And speaking, because segues are a thing, you know Sword Art Online? Because we're playing a Sword Art Online game, because we're both fucking weebs. I'm gonna have some gum.
This game is actually terrible.
It is. It's just...
I'm just trying to level up to get this better weapon.
So we were talking about earlier was like, what if SAO was like fucking real?
That was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, we were talking about like what we could do with it, and I want to talk about what we could do with it. But here's the thing: before I do anything,
review the entire conversation.
Before we do anything, I'm just gonna say we're literally fucking both 9-year-olds. No, how old are you? Like 12?
14.
Potato. I'll be 14 in legit, I think, 2 weeks from now.
Oh, you're younger than me. I didn't know.
Yeah, I am. So I'm 13 right now. So, all of this is probably going to sound really fucking retarded.
Yeah, we sound like squeakers, but, you know.
No, my voice is kind of deep, like, slightly. I'm not a squeaker anymore, I know that.
For some reason, your voice is deep, but mine sounds like Mickey the Mouse.
No, don't keep me in mind. I still sound like shit, but I don't sound like a squeaker anymore.
Yeah, anyways. Yeah, about SAO, we were discussing this for a good bit of time. We were talking about, like, how they would do it, what the pros and cons of it would be, and reviewing the show a little bit, looking at how they close their eyes and don't use the visor thing on for some reason.
So,
talking about, like, how brain manipulation works and such, we decided that most likely possibility of this ever becoming real is if you use dream manipulation.
Yeah, but,
and, you know, if you look at how much we know about dreams, very little, but we do know basic manipulation of dreams.
Okay, but yeah,
you do this on the outside world, it does this in their dreams, sort of thing.
Okay, but another thing we were talking about was, like, you know, the visor? I'm just talking about this now. Why the fuck do they need the visor?
Maybe they don't want anybody poking.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Who's gonna walk over to someone while they're sleeping and just be like, oh my god, this person's sleeping, I'm gonna poke them in the eye. Who does that?
You see, that's what the government thought, but then in the eye.
They don't want anyone to get poked in the eye while they're being mind-controlled in a video game, you know?
Yeah. It's very bad for business.
Why do they have that? Like, honestly. Because, like, you're in the game, and obviously they all close their eyes. Like, when Kirito, if you remember, There might be
he says when he said like right before he says Link start,
he closes his eyes. He closes his eyes. You and like
it shows like a first person.
He's saying like a ton.
Slowly closes his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, let me pull up the scene just so I make sure that we're not lying.
Yeah, it switches to first person, and then it shows his eyes close, and then he says Link start, bam, he's in the Link, and then he like just like sits there for 2 hours or something. And also another thing about dreams that we were talking about with it is, if you think about it, dreams are always never the same amount of time as real life.
Yeah, he closes his eyes right before.
Yeah, but when he dreams...
You don't get the first-person view, though. I was just... Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Remember, you get the first-person view? I thought it was...
No, you don't. I just checked. I just watched the scene.
Okay, then I'm just crazy.
You get it when he's in the menu screen.
Okay, that's
getting confusing. You don't get it when he's closing his eyes.
But basically... How the fuck does it work, then? He's closing his eyes for sure, so it's obviously not like a VR experience now.
Like, yeah, everything goes black because his eyes are closed. And then just like a bright light appears in the... And it just kind of encapsulates his view. So obviously it's something that's like changing his brain, you know. We don't think that brain manipulation is possible anytime soon, so we were talking about ways this might be possible. Remember, we're not scientists, we're just a bunch of kids. You know.
We're kids.
So this stuff might not even be true. But from what I think I've heard, that we do know basic manipulation of dreams. We know that if you do this on the outside world, it's most likely to do this in the dream. Not 100% all the time, but you know, it's a basic foundation for kind of like if you watch a horror movie, you're probably gonna get scared in your sleep by that monster. So things like that are basic things that we know. We assume that that's how they're gonna control the game. Is they're gonna somehow put wavelengths.
I think it's gonna be an electric shock sort of thing. Like, it will shock
certain parts of your brain to activate the dreams.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Because all your memories are your brain neurons lighting up in...
Yeah, but the only problem with that is how would you remember it? Because your brain usually files away dreams.
Yes.
No, it's just something to distract you while it's trying to process everything.
This is something I wanted to...
That you don't get in the way.
I get what you mean. Because in dreams, all your dreams are stored to your short-term memory because an evolutionary purpose is that they're not important to remember. So you'd have to find a way...
Okay, I actually remember some... That's just...
You remember certain parts, and there's also the fact that if you keep on thinking about the same thing over and over, you're more likely to remember it.
Yeah. I had the same nightmare 3 times in my... Terrifying. Like, it's gonna sound stupid, but like, in front of my house we have this gigantic yard. Mm-hmm. Like, I live in a country area, so I got a big area to myself.
Wait, are you a redneck?
So basically, there's this big area...
Pause for a sec. Are you a fucking redneck?
No, not that out in the country. Like,
okay,
there are neighborhoods not too far away, but I don't live. But I live in a big, expanse of land that my dad owns. Basically, there's like this big yard section out in the front, and we have this really long driveway. It takes it's a good length. You can like run up there and have a good exercise. There's this area next to the top of the driveway as well. That's an open. No way, that's important later. So basically, like, out in the front, near a tree, like, big portal opens up and a bunch of, like, evil things come out, and they mind control people when they kill them. And so, like, they mutate things and stuff. So basically, you get a bunch of monsters, we run up the driveway, me and, like, my best friend, we run up the driveway, and there's this cow. I don't know why there's a cow, but there's a cow, and... Oh, what's that one Pokemon that has the gigantic head on its side?
What do you mean on its side?
Let me check.
So I sound a little bit better, if I can.
It's got like 2 heads.
Is it a bird?
No, not the bird one. It's like a little girl.
It's, what the fuck are you talking about?
Kuro? Is it Kuro?
What the fuck? I haven't played Pokemon in like 2 years.
Nope. I found like an ultimate version of Mawile?
That sounds so familiar.
Yeah, Mawile. Mawile.
She has like the chompy one.
Yeah. Something like that. Basically, the cow has a second head growing out of its side, you know, cow colored and stuff. Basically, we just kind of try and sneak past it at the tree line. Charges at us. runs straight at us, like charges into us. That's where the dream always ends, is as it starts charging at.
Right.
And, like, I do some, like, total stuff. Like,
here's my recurring nightmare.
Yeah.
So
Terrifying.
So keep in mind, I am terrified of heights. Like, they make me nauseous.
Yeah, like, seriously. Heights are terrifying.
Like, they're really scary for me. Okay, so in my dream, I always end up at this weird sports facility. I'm dead serious, okay? And it's like a really shitty sky zone. Like, it's got trampolines, but they're, like, really bad and stuff. And then it's got, in the sky, okay, you ready? The most, like, terrifying thing, it's a play area that has a trampoline and everything. But it's held up by ropes, like 4 ropes on all the corners.
Why?
And you have to climb.
Why?
And always when I'm on it, you know, right when you look over the edge and you have that one, like, terrifying feeling and you feel like you just lost your balance and everything?
Yeah.
Imagine that, but when you're on it, I just permanently have that feeling in my gut like I'm gonna fall and die.
Me whenever I'm on top of a high place. Continue.
And it always ends with me tripping and falling off it.
Oh, and you just kind of jerk away, kind of. And yeah, these dreams might not sound scary to you guys, but just it's so much scarier from the first person. It's just really hard to describe dream.
I haven't had that dream in a little bit. I normally have it a lot when I get stressed out and stuff like that.
Yeah, whenever you're really stressed, that's when your nightmares usually.
And then, but here's the thing. I had it out recently, but it got past that part. And it was weird. It suddenly switched to, like, a school facility I was watching.
Okay, because I was getting a lot of bad dreams lately, what I've been doing is I've been listening to podcasts as I go to sleep, so that I don't get dreams, because I don't dream when so I'm still waking up. I might have, like, you know, a decent dream or something like that. But it's not like, while I'm deep in sleep, I have, like, a really...
I know this is going to sound weird, but I listen to binaural beats, which are, like, those beats you listen to, and they're, like, different frequencies and shit.
You listen to what?
Binaural beats. They're frequencies and shit, and they, like... I don't know how to explain it, but they're frequencies, and they do stuff to your brain and shit. I don't know how it works.
So it's, like, dream manipulation, or what?
Not quite. Some of like, they do them for different reasons. Like, there are some for, like, sleeping better, like, confidence and shit, like, random shit.
Check out this new sword.
Ooh, that's pretty damn neat. Don't.
It's gonna be like, so
people are gonna be confused.
Don't know what we're talking about because they can't see.
But yeah, basically,
we should release a version of this with footage.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work. We're just starting this off. We don't want to see.
Like, yeah, guys, like, if we get, like...
If we get 2 likes. 2 likes, you ready?
2 likes! If we get 2 likes, we'll release the version with footage.
Well, we'll do a video version or something.
Yeah, where you guys can hear us talking about this. In fact, actually, if you want to see us play this game at all, comment about it as well. Like, if you have any game suggestions as well, please, we'll try and get on that.
Here's the thing, it's gonna be boring watching us what we're doing right now. We're literally just killing the boars.
Yeah, we're just farming for XP now.
So that's why
I'm kind of done with this game. I'm gonna join a different game while we...
I might too. But basically, right now, it's like, we can't use this technology... Wait, what the fuck? What topic were we on again?
We were on nightmares.
Also, but with the SAO tech, you could also use it in, like, a sense to torture someone.
Yeah.
Because you can make them feel like they just lived an entire lifetime when they've been asleep for, like, an hour.
There's gonna be some science nerd in the comments just, like, pointing out every single what we just talked about.
And
getting really salty over it.
Here's what I want to say to whoever that person is. Do that. And here's why.
Please do. We would like to know this.
Yeah, I want to know whatever the hell I got, like, totally.
Yeah, I want to know, like, how close we were, wrong we were, why we were. I'd like to know
how terribly wrong we were, how terribly right we were.
I'd like to know more about this topic, like, honestly.
Please, like, don't... Try not to do it in, like, a really rude way, like, oh my god, these persons are friggin' retards. Holy shit.
Yeah, like, just, you know, inform us on what we did wrong. Please do. We'd really appreciate that so that we can get what we want our information to be accurate. So, thanks to anyone who does that in a polite way. Join me on
and anybody who does it in a rude way, fuck you. But yeah. Problem is with all of this is we're doing this in kind of like a rehearsed way and talking to the audience, we should just be having a conversation and try to keep it as real as possible, you know?
Yeah, like, it's just really interesting.
Yeah.
I really do find it interesting.
So, yeah, dreams are terrifying. If you think about it, they're just like conjunctions of whatever the fuck we're feeling that day, bundled into like a nice thing that may or may not contain clowns and be a nightmare. Have you ever had one of those dreams? Have you ever woken up crying from a dream? Jay? Shit, my wife.
I'm back, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Came to talk to me.
Have you ever woken up crying from a dream?
Yeah. My dad came to tell me goodnight.
Have you ever woken up crying from a dream?
What? I get out.
Fourth time's the charm.
Ask one more time, you kind of cut.
I know. This is like my fourth time asking though. Have you ever cried during a dream? Like woken up crying?
Yes.
Do you remember what the dream was about?
No.
I had a dream, and a lot of time I'll go to bed and
I remember it like, but it's like deep, and I don't really want to have to explain it.
I had like 4 weeks or so where I had this existential crisis sort of thing, and I thought the world basically didn't fucking matter, and I went emo to the extreme for like the longest time.
That was pretty much every Saturday morning for me.
Okay, so I went to bed, and I used to think to myself, I'm the youngest one in my family, so therefore I'm gonna be the last one to die and be left alone.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. So I had this dream that my entire family fucking just died. Not like a murderer killed them, no, just like they just died.
You know, people say that immortality'd be great, but no, it wouldn't. Nobody would last as... You'd be alone in the world by yourself.
Yeah, everybody always talks about how you always have an upside and a downside to everything. Like, a good example is like in, do you remember My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
Every quirk has an upside, but it also has a downside.
Yeah, like, Madoku has...
Midoriya
has...
freaking...
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I was combining both of his names.
Did you try to combine Midoriya and Deku?
Yeah.
No, wait, let me just say something. Bakugo's hands would literally be pieces of bone.
Honestly.
I
think he just automatically has explosion resistance on his hands.
Oh, yeah, but it's not like a piece of armor that has an enchantment or something, like...
Actually, okay, I don't think people can... I think those growths just kind of have a natural to themselves that is built up over time as they form in the body.
Well, Todoroki...
It's just kind of a thing as the body just kind of naturally gets used to it. Like, Bakugo does hurt his hands. You can see when he levels...
And All Might, yeah, his hands were, like, fucked, honestly.
Yeah, like, they honestly do get damaged if in a sudden upscale of power, but if...
Yeah, just like Todoroki. Todoroki, honestly, wait, this is just a side note. During the tournament arc, Todoroki should have had special gear. Do you remember how his quirk works?
Which one is that character again?
Todoroki was the guy, Icy Hot.
Icy Hot? Oh, yeah. Why would he need special gear?
You don't remember the first challenge, do you? Well, how his ability worked is when he freezes stuff, half his body gets really cold, so it needs to be heated, and then the other half gets really hot, so it needs to be cooled.
Well, yeah, I know that much, but, like, I don't see why we would need special equipment. He just needs to suck it up and use it. There's no reason why they should waste money on equipment when he can just do it.
And then I forget what fight it was, but midway through the fight in one of them, his face, legit, starts freezing over. Because he got so cold.
I think it was with Deku, and then he just burnt it all off.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He doesn't use his heat during the battles. He didn't. He does now. And so that caused damage to his body.
It may not have been permanent damage, but yeah, it did cause...
Also, Deku's a badass. Think about it like this, dude. Imagine every time you were in a fight, your arms literally fucking broke. But you didn't stop fighting. And the fight wasn't even real. Deku is legit a badass.
Join my game, by the way.
I thought it was in your game. Did you leave? I'm so close to level 5, you asshole.
I told you I was running a different game.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stay in here.
Alright.
But basically, Deku is a badass.
Honestly, yeah. I don't see how people have that drive.
It wasn't even like a drive to win. He had the drive to help Todoroki. And that was it.
He gave up on all of that stuff just to do that.
And everyone...
He would have won!
Yeah. He would have won if he really wanted to. He could have, like... Also, that fight was total BS. It should have been a draw. Because if that concrete didn't explode, Deku would have won. But no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kao-chan, or Bakyo, or whatever you want to fucking call him. He is a dick. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he does? He just goes around calling people side characters and shit because he doesn't want to learn anyone's name. But we were talking about upsides and downsides. And every ability does have that thing.
Yeah.
I also Eraserhead. What was his upside? He's able to...
He could delete quirks.
What's the downside?
Downside?
Your eyes get really, really, really fucking dry. So it's good to... he would make a really good police officer, in my opinion. He just walks over, opens his eyes, suddenly everyone...
Actually, he's like the things and stuff, I assume.
What'd you say? You cut out.
I assume he would be used for more undercover stuff.
Yeah, he could just take people out.
He could disable their quirk when they're in the middle of the heist. No, it didn't. Just all of a sudden, armed forces show up, take them out. They try to use their quirks against them, but they can't because he's disabling them.
Yeah, but obviously, like, I loved when
he'd be good for crowd control too because he'd take out all.
Remember when he was fighting Momo and Todoroki?
No, I don't.
Final exam arc.
Oh yeah. I remember.
And they were all making... and she was making Russian nesting dolls, but they were...
Russian dolls.
Flash grenades. No, but do you remember? He, like, pulls out eye drops and he puts them in his eyes.
Yeah. Well, he keeps those on hand so that he doesn't...
One quirk that I don't get the downside, but I also kind of don't get the upside to, is Pop-Off, or Grape Juice's quirk.
The upside is the ability to make people get stuck to things and use as a bounceable cushion. It could cushion falls and other things like that, while also be used as a thing to climb up walls if he can find a way to get a grip on it.
Yeah, but no, he can't get a grip on it. That was the one rule of it. Here's how
he bounced off of it, but he has been seen grabbing them.
Yeah, but I feel like how it should work is they should be really sticky to everyone else, but when he grabs them, they should be slippery.
Well, he just kind of naturally bounces off of them. He does have to get a grip on them, because if he lets go, he's going to have a hard time getting...
But yeah, that's just a bad quirk.
If they were slippery, he wouldn't be able to grab them off.
Also, another one I don't understand the upside to, or the downside, is Earjacks.
Earjack, she can... like, listen into any area, but the downside is she's really sensitive.
Oh, yeah, she is really sensitive, remember? Because they shot a rock, and remember she sticks the plug in the rock?
Yeah. So that's the upsides and downsides of her. She could be really good as a spy.
Tenya's was obviously... Ida, I mean, of course. Tenya's was his legs stopped working.
Yeah, they could get caught up.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume that could cause some kind of... I assume they have a chance of exploding like an engine, like if it overheats too badly.
Mm-hmm.
I assume it just acts as if engines are in his legs. Also, I like how they say that each quirk is like special to the person, but there's family pass their quirk down by generation to generation.
Yeah, like Ida's quirk is the same as his brother's and probably his dad.
Yeah, there's like not really a difference that we've seen, so they're gonna have to clarify that because
just like how Sue, after a while,
yeah, Sue.
They later on reveal that she has a family and her entire family is frogs.
Oh, frogs and toads.
Which would mean
like
her
all those people. Like, okay, so we saw that the mouse was actually a genetic experiment to get quirks to work, right? The principal.
I don't remember that, but sure.
And they were talking about it in his in the exam arc when he was fighting.
I've watched it in Japanese, so I wasn't like as paying attention.
I watched it in sub too, so.
I was more paying attention to the action.
Yeah, when he was like knocking all the buildings down and such, they were talking about how he's a genetic experiment for space, apparently.
That's interesting.
Yeah, scientists were experimenting on mice, like different animals in space with quirks and stuff to see if they could handle them, and so his quirk, he can like do a ton of calculations and stuff. And it's like really interesting to see how his quirk works, though.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I'm playing Cookie Clicker because my Roblox is being.
No, man, join my game.
No, my Roblox is being garbage. Yeah, sorry for talking.
Yeah, how long has this been going on for?
Let me check. We've been going.
I want to look at these two about an hour.
25 minutes, so we got time.
But yeah, it's just like really interesting, the upsides and downs. You wanna
about some other people's Uraraka's Gravity Girl. So here's what I'm saying, guys. For the record, I'm saying their name, and then I'm saying something like their power, or if in Grape Juice's case, I don't remember his name. He's not important.
No, he's the greatest character, man.
He's the best character, not gonna lie. Some people call him Diaper Baby, which I just think is pretty fitting. Also, I just want to point out, Midoriya did have a quirk, though. He did.
Please don't spoil it, thank you.
No, crying. I'm not spoiling anything. This is a joke for stuff I want.
No, like, I saw, like, a video of a guy who does dubs and stuff, and it said Midoriya unlocking his quirk, so I don't know if that's talking about or if he actually has a quirk later on.
No one
but
knew about.
Like, I don't want to watch it because I don't want to spoil it when it comes to anime.
I think his quirk. This is my little thing. He did have a quirk, in my opinion. His tears.
Or is it? No. His determination might be a.
That's not a quirk. But here's the thing, dude. Remember, All for One enhances whatever your ability was. So if you combine it with Todoroki, he gave the example of, it would be like fire and ice blast or whatever.
Fire and gravity blast, man.
Whatever. But basically,
remember his lock and levitate thing.
No, do you remember what the ability actually is?
Which ability?
All Mights.
Like, one for all.
Okay, so here's, one for all. Do you know what the ability, it was two abilities. He had two.
All Might didn't have two.
Yeah, he did.
All Might only had one.
No, there were two. It was the ability to pass his quirk on. And do you know what All for One is?
All for One? Yeah, it takes other people.
No, one for all, sorry. All for One? No, yeah, one for all. One for all, okay.
One for all also enhances any...
No, it's the ability to gain power over time.
I think you cut out because you just kind of stopped.
Okay, so it's the ability to gain power over time.
You said the ability to gain power, then you cut out again.
Over time.
Oh, over time, okay.
Okay, so yeah, over the course of generations, every time it's passed down, it gains some power. That's how it works.
Alright, yeah. I didn't know that was considered a power of it. I thought that...
That he describes it when he was talking about with Midoriya what his quirk was. He was like, "Oh, my quirk is he said
one for all."
He said I was born quirk. He was.
I was born quirkless as well. Yeah.
I'm talking about when he was describing the history of One for All, and he went to the first One for All user. He said, "Well, his brother had All for One, and so
and then he gave him power."
But All Might's power was something dumb, like. I think his power was, I don't remember if he was born with the power or not, but I think his power was he gained power over time.
But it was like a really small amount and it would take generations.
Yeah, it would take generations, and his brother gave him the power to pass on quirks, I think. Something like that.
I think that was a side effect.
No, because his brother gave it to him, I remember, because he was given one ability, and I don't remember which one it was.
But that's two abilities.
Yeah, he had two. He was born with one, and then his brother gave him one. But the one that he was born
with... he was born quirkless.
No, I'm talking about the original One for All users.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No, he was born with one quirk, and it was just like... I forget if it was the ability to pass on quirks.
I'm gonna watch that scene after this.
I'm sorry, I'm actually just gonna Google it right now.
Don't, because they're gonna hear it on your computer. You don't want to get copyright flagged.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to the One for All, and I'm gonna look at past users. Maybe it's the page, so it doesn't make any noise.
Gonna get a bunch of manga stuff that's spoiled.
Users, All For One's brother. You see All For One's brother, and then who's the first one? Is it Nani?
Nani?
Nani!
Oh my, no.
No, this is the 7th. I want the first user. God damn it.
Can't find any enemy.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, I got it. Long ago, a man with a quirk that could steal and distribute powers forcibly gave his seemingly quirkless little brother a quirk that allowed him to stockpile power into his body. So he's able to, like, it gains power over time. However, the little brother already had a quirk, which was to transfer one quirk to another, his quirk to another person. But since he didn't have another quirk...
that's kind of pointless, you know?
See, it's a useless quirk, so he never knew he had it. But it would take the quirk from him.
Okay, well that's actually very interesting.
So that was his power, but nobody...
But you know, that means if anyone just...
What'd you say? I can't hear.
If for some reason Deku needs to have a DNA test for any reason...
They should have a DNA test that, like, tells you if you have powers. No. That's not what they gave you an x-ray of your foot. Oh, you're double jointed in your pinky toe. Sorry, you don't have a quirk. Sorry, I'm pulling my sleeping bag because I'm cold. Sorry, you have 2 joints in your toe. You probably don't have a quirk. There's got to be like a gene in your body or something, you know?
Well, no, they just said most of the time people, and that your son most likely will never develop a, since he hadn't. Like they already knew he hadn't developed one yet. They knew that there wasn't even a useless one in his body yet.
Yeah. And that's annoying. I feel bad because Midoriya could have a quirk for all we know, but like, it could be something useless.
Yeah.
But I really do think crying is his quirk. No, but seriously, do you remember it was... Oh, what was it? It was during the tournament arc. He started crying. I forget why he was crying, but he cried towards the air, and it shattered the ground beneath him.
No, that was just him gaining power.
No. The stone beneath him shattered when he cried. And it made no sense. Because why would your tears be more powerful?
Wait, when was that?
Nobody cries a lot and stuff.
I'm like really interested now.
I know, right? I want to find the moment.
Was it the moment when he was talking to about like why people would want to be on his team?
Yes, that's the moment. Yes, I have the picture. It's episode 5. He picks the team of season 2. Yeah, I got the picture.
When everyone's sad because
yeah, he got the 1 million point thing. He got the 1 million point thing. And it was shown that his mother also cried a ton. So maybe his quirk was cry or something.
Mother is best girl.
Obviously. But basically, he cries. And then his mother, when she's crying, it doesn't break the ground. But he cries, and it shatters the ground beneath him. Do you want me to send you the thingy?
I'm looking at it now.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to find it anyway. Send it over.
Yeah, he cries a ton. I'm gonna send
it. Cavalry battle team building.
No. I have it on a GIF. A GIF, whatever. You guys will maybe be able to see it. I don't know if I'm gonna do images.
Well, I got it right.
There's upload. We're talking on Discord, by the way. Oh, it's only showing the still frame of his mom crying. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I got an actual link. Here. Oh, go to that. It's a GIF.
No, during the team building, he doesn't break the ground.
No, dude! I just sent the picture in Meme Machine. That's our chat for memes.
I think that's just supposed to be an over-exaggeration.
Whatever.
Aw, dang it, my computer's auto-clicking. It does restart soon.
But look, you see, he's crying, but then his mom's also crying. What is his mom's quirk, actually? Wasn't it like...
She can make small items levitate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she can move small items with her mind, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to relog in just a moment. What time are we at right now?
We are at 35 minutes.
Alright, let's go ahead and wrap it up for now, then.
No, man, let's keep going for a little bit and talk.
I can't continue. My mouse is auto.
How the fuck do I pause this?
It's like, do like an outro, man.
No, I want to pause it so we can come back in like 10 seconds.
Alright, you just like cut this section out because I have to go.
No, you know what? I'm just gonna talk about random shit. Goodbye. Jay's gonna be back in a minute. Cool, guys. Did Jay leave? I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, there we go. Jay'll be back any second. Yeah, but so he has his mom, and I'm not gonna click on his father because his father's supposed to be a mystery. And his mom's quirk is attraction of small objects, and that's it. And that's about it. He has a quirk type. The name of it's emitter, and it works in close range. It's kind of useless though. In order to use a quirk, Inka appears that she has to move her hand. She's only used it once to move an action figure in the first episode. It's kind of impressive. I think I'm gonna read what her dad did. What his dad, I mean, is... Oh, shoot. I accidentally clicked on Izuku Midoriya. Oh, he had fire breath. Okay, cool. So basically, his quirk is that,
Hello?
he works abroad, and then... Yeah, okay, so he's boring. He just can shoot fire, and we know literally nothing about him. Good to know.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm talking about, Deku's mom and,
Yeah, his dad can spit fire, and his mom can levitate small items.
Yeah, I was looking at it for a second. You want to know a quirk I don't understand?
Actually, I'm surprised his mom hasn't pulled him out of the school yet, by the way. Because you can see that she's very emotionally worried about him.
She is, and literally she watches him, like, break his hand. Yeah.
Like, honestly, Deku, come on, man.
Yeah, man. Okay, so there are 3 different kinds of quirks. Emitter, transformation, and mutant. Emitters are people who, like...
Oh, by the way, the Invisible Girls thing?
Yeah, she's a mutant quirk, I think.
No,
she's a transformation quirk.
That's why her quirk...
Wait, no, she's a mutant. She's a mutant. Mutant type people are people who have...
Yeah, they can't have their quirks disabled, which is why...
disabled and they've...
Which is why she hasn't appeared yet. But if they pour paint on her, do you think you'd be able to see what she looks like?
Mm-hmm. But also she...
I wonder if they're going to do that at all in the show.
Okay, but here's the other thing. She's covered in paint at the same time.
Wait, what?
She'd be covered in paint. Who wants to get covered in paint just so they know what they look like? Okay, yeah, no, I do that.
Oh, like she just gets covered in like some kind of colored water or something?
Flour, maybe?
Flour. But like, I like how there's only like 3 characters that have realized that she's not wearing anything.
Mm-hmm. And one of them was a teacher who accidentally bumped her boobies.
Yeah, haha. She got really mad at him.
So she's a mutant type quirk. And mutant type people are people who have permanent ability things. Like, wait. What would Ida fall under? Because Ida's like... No, he would be a mutant, I guess.
Yeah, because his quirk can't be... actually, his engines can be disabled by the stair, can't they?
No, but the thing is, they can't be, like, taken out, so he always has them in his legs. Just like how, I don't know, but there's also a emitter, which is, like, you emit stuff, like, half cold, half hot, Todoroki, who...
Or that one person that can spit... Oh, was that bug girl that can spit out acid considered an emitter, or a mutant, or both?
Is acid, by the way, and her name is Mina. Don't ask why I know her name. I literally don't have a reason. No, she counts as an emitter. But she's permanently pink.
I think it's just like a mix. I think she has a double quirk thing where she's like.
Both.
I think it's just a mutation that's caused by her emitter quirk.
Okay, but yeah.
So it can be disabled. Like, I think it's the same situation with Ida, where it's an engine that can't be disabled. His engines can be disabled, but they can't. They won't go away.
Which one would you most want to have, an emitter, transformation, or mutant?
Transformation, honestly, so I can turn it on and off.
But then you'd always look weird for your entire life.
No, with mutant, you'd always look weird.
No. But, like, transformation can look weird. Like, obviously, Dark Shadow counts as a transformation.
Okay, Dark Shadow's epic.
Dark Shadow is epic.
My favorite character, honestly.
But also, like, but you can be born deformed and shit. But if your deformation doesn't affect your quirk, it's not. You don't have a mutant quirk. Like, obviously, the guy who has Dark Shadow, his shadow is his quirk, so therefore he has a transformation quirk. But the guy is actually a bird head. But that doesn't infect his quirk, so he's not a mutant, I guess. Let's look at some random quirks. Also, I feel bad for the guy who had brainwashing quirk. Remember him?
Yeah.
I always felt bad for that.
What about the guy who could turn everyone into zombies?
What do you mean?
With the OVA?
I have not seen the OVA. Now I'm curious. Training of the Dead, I know you're talking about.
Like,
I'm going to Training of the Dead right
people
now.
smell that thing and they turn into, like, zombies?
I'm on Training of the Dead right now. It is second OVA content show. I want to see... Shit, I want to see...
It's actually a very good episode. I suggest you watch it as soon as we're done with this.
I will.
After you play with me a bit.
Do you know his name, the guy?
The buffest man that's on the team. Not the dinosaur girl. The not rock guy.
What do you mean?
I think there's a stone guy in it too. Or that might be for something else.
In what? In their class?
No, in that episode. There's like a metal version of the rock guy that comes as well.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, the metal version of the rock guy. I don't know his name.
But I think he like comes into the class on that episode as well.
Wait, he's part of that class now?
I have no idea. What? No, he's not a part of that class, but he's like the rock guy's best friend.
Yeah, Tetsu. His name is Tetsu. That's his name. His name is Tetsu. It's the word Tetsu 4 times!
What does Tetsu mean?
Tetsu. It means iron, which I find funny. Don't ask why I know this. I actually know because I was reading about this. His name is Tetsu, which means iron. But you want to know what his quirk is? Guess.
Metal.
Guess.
It's iron.
No, it's not. It's steel. I know, right?
I remember hearing about that.
I know, right? Tetsu. But his quirk is iron.
It's not iron.
It's steel.
Oh, that's...
I felt so bad.
The irony. Like, his parents took so long to come up with that. I say.
But yeah.
Thinking about the 5 seconds they took.
I always thought I never understood, why is he not in the first one?
What do you mean, why is he not in the first one?
Why is he not in the first place? Like, in Class A, since he has he's the same person as Kirishima.
Because just, depending on what classes don't depend, like, the different classes don't depend on how good you do. They just,
Jay, that's exactly how they work.
No, Class 1A does not mean you're the best class.
Also, I bumped into this person.
They're both hero students.
In my journey, I bumped into this person, and you want to know what they were?
Tetsu?
No. They were a manga reader. They spoiled something for me that I won't tell you, but I mean, like, they spoiled something for me and I'm pissed off about it.
Deku's quirk.
No, he doesn't have a quirk. It was something weird from, like, the latest chapter or some shit.
You have terrible friends.
I know, right?
Honestly, when people spoil something to me, I just run away from them no matter what they're doing. Once in class, I just started running away from someone. He was like, hey, what are you doing? I said, they were about to spoil something to me, and they're like, how dare you try and spoil something to this student?
They get detention.
No, they almost got in trouble for it, though.
Oh my god. But yeah, Tetsu, he's my favorite anime character. But if we're actually talking about who your favorite anime character is...
Disclaimer, that never happened.
My favorite anime character is Cory in the house.
That's the name of the show, not the actual character.
God damn it, no! When you fuck up, but you don't want to admit it. No, okay, am I the only person?
I mean, Cory is in the house, though, so...
You never know.
I guess that is the character's name.
No, dude. First name Cory, last name in the house.
No, middle name is in, and last name is house.
Can you imagine if you named your child that? How's it going? Hey, what up, Cory in the house?
There are people that have the last name of house.
Yeah.
My friend has the last name Couch.
Dude, his last name is The Couch.
Dude, Ben's last name is Couch.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, that's his actual last name.
Shit. Holy shit. Ben is this guy we might feature in this one day, but probably not.
He's a guy from my school. He's like D&D club.
That's how we got to it. Our fucking chat. Everyone was so confused because randomly he just starts talking one day, and he starts talking really cocky-ish. He's talking about how he knows you really well.
Angle, he acts a lot like you. You know that, right?
Yeah, but like worse than me though. He like walked into it and was talking about.
Angle, is that possible?
Dude, we were all shocked about him. Okay, and we were like, "How the fuck did you get into this Reddit?" And he just goes, "Well."
I told Josh how he did it. I told Josh as soon as he joined.
Me and Josh were having a conversation, and we sort of talked down to him, which I mean is kind of rude, yeah. But he starts bragging and shit about how he knows you. No, I'm dead serious. Trying to use this fucking leverage, I guess.
I'm holding this against him until the end of time.
He was like, He was like, well, it doesn't matter what you guys do. I'll just tell Jacob. And I was like, what the fuck? Who does this kid think he is?
I'm holding this against him.
And I'm like, who does this kid think he is? And me and Josh were just like, yeah. Sure.
I know Jacob. Well, doesn't everyone in this Discord server?
Well, I mean, we know him. You know, we literally said, well, we kind of know him better.
He's kind of like our best friend.
Yeah, we like know him a little bit better than you probably.
Like honestly, I've known you guys for like 2 years now.
Yeah, and he just like sort of backed up a little and was like, "Well, fuck, my trump card just got snapped in half." He was like, "Well, my trump card just got snapped in half. I'm out." Jumps out window. Yeah. Obviously, that wasn't the last thing we heard of him because we talked to him like an hour ago.
Yeah, but you two do act very similar, you have to admit it.
No, he's a faggot and I'm not.
I mean...
Jay tries to be at least slightly respectful with his next stat. With his next statement.
Is it possibly respectful to you?
No. So I went on a trip the other day, and I'm probably not going to be too specific with this. Just in case he finds out about this, and I don't want him to get pissed at me. But I went on a trip to DC over the week. And that's where I've been for the past week. Because it's fucking awesome in DC. And my friend goes like, I'd love to live here. And I'm like, who the fuck would want to live in a place that literally everywhere you go has, like... So, we went to parks and stuff, and they would have memorials and shit, right? But there would be walls on the walkways. Like, you couldn't go into the actual parks.
Wow.
Who would want to live there?
I don't know, actually.
It's a nice tourist destination, but that's about it. The entire town was a tourist destination. I would hate to live there.
No, I definitely wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah, because, like, you'd be walking, and you'd want to, like, go to a park or something, but all the parks would have, like, some kind of thing, like a memorial of some kind, so you can't, like, walk around in the grass. So it would just suck.
That's interesting, actually. That's like really interesting.
Yeah, it's like the entire place is... I compared it to, like, an amusement park or something, where like you can go on certain places and it's a nice place to go for like a day or two, but after a day or two, it kind of just is like, well,
what do I do now?
It's like you've seen a lot of things and you can't really do that much. You're just going to like places and shit. And don't get me wrong, going to like the Washington Memorial or Lincoln Memorial or even like and I went to like the Holocaust Museum and stuff like that, and those were like, I really enjoyed going to those places. And they
I don't see why you'd enjoy going to a Holocaust museum.
I actually thought it was really interesting because I didn't know a lot about the Holocaust.
Just watch your phrasing, okay?
I know. I have to be very careful. It's like I'm walking on thin ice here. But I really enjoyed going there because I didn't know a lot about the Holocaust, and it really just kind of opened my eyes, you know? Like, this was an entire atrocity that I barely knew anything about, and like
I'm going on a crusade in this game that I'm playing right now. Playing Polygon, it's like a third-person shooter.
Yeah, okay.
And I just put on Centurion armor, equipped the sword, and now as well as I murder people.
And so basically, like, it opened my eyes, and I don't know how to explain it.
Yet you still make jokes.
I do, but I don't make them in public, and I still, comedy is something that has to be well suited to the person you're talking. Like, obviously, if I made a joke to you, it's gonna be different than if I made it to one of my friends who's like a sports person. So I try to avoid offending people while making jokes, but I also try to suit them to people. So I have more offensive friends, and so with them, I kind of make more offensive jokes, you know?
I'm sorry, is that a race thing?
I hate you.
Is it because I'm white?
I hate you suddenly, just a little bit more.
I'm just gonna return the favor of what you do every day to me.
But yeah. I know it's a hard topic to talk about for a lot of people, because a lot of people have family that died around that time. And I completely respect it.
Hey, you want me to get us monetized? Put a picture up of a Catholic priest, man.
Okay, this is a joke from earlier. So, we have, what's his name? Yggdrasil, whatever the frick his name is.
Yggdrasil.
Yeah, him. And basically, it's really funny.
It's a Discord bot that allows you to make calls across Discord servers.
We call across them. And we came up with doing this. Whenever they pick up, we would say, something like, I'm legally obligated, I have to tell you I'm a sex offender, basically. And then Jay would put, AKA, a Catholic priest. And so, so many times, so everything would be good.
They hung up 3 times in a row the moment I said that.
No, time ago, I'd be like, I would put, I'm a registered sex offender, I have to tell you. And then immediately after, he'd put, I'm AKA a Catholic priest, and immediately they'd hang up, because we put like a 2-second thing in between, just to let that awkwardness sit in, so they show that we're not going to put JK or anything. We let that awkwardness sink in, and then we go, that, and right as we say it, they'd hang up. Every time.
And this one person, okay, the third person on Discord, Ben, there was this girl who's like, yeah, and basically, Ben, okay, so, Joey set it up to where the girl, like, with a bunch of sexual jokes and stuff, okay? And then Ben just, like, kept it classy, and so she gave an address, a name, and Ben looked up the address, and it's a hospital in Iowa. He thought it was a real address.
I'm trying to find that now. Oh.
He thought he got laid. He thought he was gonna get laid.
Dude, I found it! Okay. Here we go. So, let me find where it starts. Okay, here it is. Hi, I'll start once someone picks up, okay? And then someone just says, fuck, sup. Hello, I'm legally obligated to tell you I am a sex offender. I just wanted to know if any Catholic churches in your area are hiring. Sigh. XD, lol. Hello, my name is Ben Dover. Do you have any little brothers? Only one. His name is... And then I sent one of the most offensive jokes I've ever made, and it's a copy pasta and shit that I made. Well, the name of their little sister is Masturbates. But now bend the fuck over and prepare thine anus. What the fuck, Ben? But I'm a girl, ... Are we just gonna ignore that message that I put? Then we don't need
Then the next message.
That's even better! And then we get this picture. What is that? So, like, pants going down, and then it's the finger in, like, the loop thing. I don't know what that fucking first image is.
No, right underneath where it says, are we gonna ignore that message?
We don't need to use the anus. Okay, and then he'll just put, and then Ben puts, I'll fuck each hole evenly. We just get an okay winky face, and they'll join in. All we need is name and address and age. We get Wendy, this address, it's 244 Hendricks.
Don't say an address on the internet, man.
Idaho. You guys, it's literally a church in Idaho.
Someone's gonna bomb it. I think they were giving me the address to my new job.
Oh, shit. Oops.
You said it was a church, right?
No, it was, I thought it was a fucking hospital, they said.
Well, you just said church, so...
I'm putting it in to find out.
I am too.
This isn't a place, what the fuck?
Google
I
Maps?
put it on Google Maps, and it didn't pop up with anything. What? Literally nothing's popping up.
Let's go to Idaho first. 224 West Hendricksville Street. 244 is East or West Hendricks?
Jay, are you really gonna find the exact place on the map?
It's either East or West Hendricks. But yeah, apparently that might actually be a house.
My friend's being literally mentally retarded. No big
They might have actually got laid.
Is he missing now? Because he's got laid. Oops. Not again! Yeah.
Well then, this is new news. Oh. Anyways, yeah, so that's a great conversation that we've had.
Okay, so... it's Hendrick Street. There we go. I think I found it. That's a house. Holy shit, what? That's a house, dude! I think he did it wrong. He put in the wrong address. Holy shit. This is actually a building. What the fuck? He actually was about to get laid and he didn't even know. Oh my god.
Never tell him that. Never let him feel that joy.
Oh my god, this is an actual house.
He will never drop that if we tell him.
Holy shit. That's an actual house for sure. Wait, no, that's not it. It gave me, what the fuck is that? I think I put the address in wrong. Okay, cool. I'm getting West Hendricks and East Hendricks.
It's one of the two, so it may be a hospital.
I'm going to both, and they're both houses so far. This is amazing. Oh my god.
Okay, well, now you gotta cut out that address.
No, we're keeping it. I don't even know. What the fuck?
Yeah, so anybody just claimed to be bent over and you know.
No, what the fuck?
Anyone living in Iowa.
Ben almost got laid.
Never tell him this.
I'm gonna tell him tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, dude,
don't. He cannot know.
I'm gonna say,
he will never drop it.
Real address, right?
He will never drop it, and you know this.
Oh my god, he's gonna brag about that one time he almost got laid but failed.
I think he has before, actually.
And then there's one last one I found on East Hendricks Road. This is literally the middle of nowhere.
Make sure you're in Hendricksville, Texas, not, or Iowa, not Greenville.
It's Idaho.
Okay. Just said Greenville. Da-na-na. Yeah, I went there once for a vacation.
What the fuck?
I went to Greenville for a vacation.
She lied. Me being a dumbass looked up the address and it was a hospital.
Dude, South Carolina's a great place to go for a vacation.
I know it is.
Got this nice place called Greenville. It's really cool. I want to visit again sometimes.
Did you go there for, like, vacation or something?
Yeah. It was great. They have a nice beach down there, too. Myrtle Beach. Very nice. Dude, they also have really good diners, like family diners. They have, like, hot dogs and chicken.
Oh, that's cool.
All that southern stuff.
That sounds enjoyable, yeah.
I'm actually from South Carolina.
I'm just looking at these addresses now. Because I'm bored.
Because why not?
And I'm like comparing them and shit, seeing which one.
Imagine if that person just happened to be one of the few people that's ever going to see this video.
Holy shit. So, the two places are legit 7 hours apart.
I guess Ben's going to have a fun time finding it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Too bad we were using speakerphone so we couldn't actually see who was saying it.
Oh my god, I would have laughed so hard.
Dude, we're never going to find out who was saying it to ask them again, whether it's west or east.
Yeah, I know. That's the best part. Ben will never know if he actually got laid or not, or if this was a prank. The problem is, I don't know if that's a real address or not.
Well, if they made it up, then they just had really good making up skills.
Here's the thing: if you look up that address, it gives you like real places.
And you said their house is so far, right?
Yeah, and there's like.
What did Ben look up to find a hospital?
I don't know. That's a very good question. I think this one's actually a college campus, like around a college campus.
Said they were 18, so.
Holy shit! This actually might not be a prank. This might actually be real. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
What's our time looking at?
Oh my god, I'm gonna so brag to Ben tomorrow and like.
No, don't. He's gonna get like.
I want him to get salty. Cause
No, he's not gonna get salty. He's gonna brag about it forever.
Brag about how that one time that he fucked up getting laid.
No, that one time where he almost did.
So we just reached an hour, by the way.
Okay, yeah, let's kind of wrap it up soon.
Okay, so I have to really take a strong. I feel a mighty fine piss coming on.
Alright, well, thank everybody for watching. We're gonna end it off here. We'd like to keep these things around an hour. We may do another one soon, depending on how much good feedback this gets on. Just a little thing to record our thoughts, all that good stuff. Mainly record them on weekends. Don't know when this will be published. It will only be coming out on Angle's channel. It will not be coming out on mine yet. Thank you for all this, and goodbye.
Okay, bye guys. Thanks for watching.